Well, first of all, can I say, Robin, that one of the reasons we want to make sure that Queenslanders know the opportunities that are out there is because, frankly, I want as many Queenslanders to get these jobs as we can. These are many of these opportunities are for skilled and high-skilled jobs at good salaries, and I would hate to see a situation where we fill all those jobs from people coming from other parts of Australia and around the world, and we still have parts of Queensland with high unemployment and people wanting to know how to get involved. So we've been making sure people know about it, but we haven't just been leaving it at that. We've held a number of expos with companies in regional towns, particularly those that have had higher than state average unemployment. And we've been, frankly, overwhelmed by the people who are keen to know about it. This industry needs people who are capable with IT and software, people who are admin workers, people who are in the hospitality trade, people who are environmental scientists, legal services. It's a very, very broad industry, as well as a lot of what we understand as the blue-collar trades and some new emerging skill areas.
The vocational education and training sector has been very much modelled on the basis that most people would be contributing, or indeed their employers would be contributing to their training. What the Commonwealth has been speaking about, and we're keen to work with them on, is ideas that float around the idea of things such as what is being termed an entitlement model, where there is a level of an entitlement for funding for individual students to take that up and see that those opportunities come to them through whether it is TAFE or whether it's registered training organisations, some form of training. The Queensland Government's view about this is that we appreciate that and want to see the Commonwealth come in and make sure that their money gets into supporting people in vocational education and training, but that we equally want to make sure that it's not poorly directed and that it is directed towards meeting those skills shortages that Rex was talking about before, that meet the needs of our economy and are following where the jobs are.
In relation to getting male teachers through, what we've been looking at just recently, I've announced a number of scholarships for maths, science and engineering teachers to get them into the system. And that's proved pretty successful previously. And I just, on the weekend at some community functions, met with a gentleman who was an industrial chemist who is now a teacher at one of the schools in the Greenslopes electorate, a science teacher there, and he transitioned over. So I think it's providing education and teaching as an opportunity and trying to target those areas where we think men, in a sense, would be most interested in coming into teaching. I don't have the numbers with me about the number of students going through, but I don't think there's a significant imbalance in the numbers going into university, although there are more young women going and women going into university than men. But, I mean, it is a challenge, and it has been a gain for a number of years to try and get more men in to teaching and into schools. And again, the challenge we have in Queensland are the great opportunities that exist, the things we've been talking about in other areas of the economy, which present an attraction to people to go and work literally out in the mines, to go and work in the resource industries. So in education, we have to try and respond to the changes in the economy, which are driven by the choice that individuals are making about their own lives and their own careers. So in a sense, we have to react to that and try and look at strategies to still present teaching as a fantastic profession and a fantastic career, both for men and for women.
Absolutely. I should say the two biggest areas of skill shortage, if we project over the next 10, 15 and 20 years, will be in the engineering and related resource sector skills, and secondly is in health and ageing, and there's no doubt about that. And the answer to your question is yes. We put in place last year a new skills commission, which is about doing things in a different way and having it much more industry-led, and we've put out money to be accessed by industry on a matching basis. We've been very, very pleased with the take-up from industry, and we expect to see a lot out of your industry driving those skills into the future. The demand in health and ageing for all of us is going to be very big, and they like the mining industry. These are jobs, everything from relatively low skill to some of the highest skilled and highly specialised jobs in the world, and everything in between. So that's the challenge.